Okay, what's up, everybody? Today we gonna talk about the controversial topic of femicide. This is a term that refers to I know genocide is the killing of. I said the wrong word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, TikTok, Instagram. I said the K word, but it's the offing of an entire ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? That's genocide, or a racial group or whatever. But femicide is gender based. Now, if you ask me, I don't deny that there are outrageous numbers of women living in the world who endure horrific circumstances. Palestine, Sudan. But even in just everyday life, I'm not even talking about warfare. I can show you videos of women in countries like Mauritania being whipped, in public with big old whips. The men just whip them for random ass reasons. I thought I seen some lipstick. But when it comes to African American women, they also endure a lot of pain, a lot of abuse, and black women are all across the timelines of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, just dead as a doorknob. But today, what we're going to discuss is there anything that they may be doing that could possibly end up putting herself in a relatively compromising situation? Because when it comes to a lot of black women, they just like racist white folk. For example, if 100 missiles was to pop up out of the west coast of California, right out of the Pacific Ocean, and bomb the shit out of LA, San Diego, and Malibu, white people will jump up. We're under attack. And I wonder, what is the reason that we're being attacked? You don't think it has anything to do with 400 military bases around the world supporting a genocide in the Middle East? If the records are dug up, I know you are transferring weapons to the Rapid Support Forces of Northern Sudan, money, weapons, and logistics, contributing to the biggest genocide in the world. You support Israel, and like the entirety of a ethnic group of people are carrying around headless babies. And then, Iran was kind of just sitting there. I mean, I know they say death to America, but is we going to go and attack every group of people in the world that say death to America? I mean, they was really legit just sitting over there. Like, they didn't do nothing. Like, I don't know of any attack that occurred in America. I mean, I really just don't know it. Can anybody point to me an attack from the nation of Iran that occurred in America? White people, you don't think like it's something wrong with your brain. There's just some pathological neurotic cutoff that separates you from consequences. Okay, KK. So let's start up there to the left. Very young, bright black boy, because it says women, but both of those females are 18 and 19. They unalived a top 10 student, black male, who went to, it was like at a gas station in Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah. Out there, and like I say, just having the capacity as females to be out there with pew-pews unaliving males, boys. And no, he was not beating them up. I don't even think he was involved in it. These brawls is pew-pewing all over the place and hit a boy that graduated top 10 in his school. This boy had all type of scholarships, man. And he was going to go to like a HBCU, dead. Like 18 years old, dead. If you scroll to the right of them two girls, how mean of a girl dog, how mean of a female dog do you gotta be to tell your goddamn dogs to rip the arms and the motherfucking legs off of a bitch. And even though the article doesn't state it right there, as you can imagine, she died. And that is a woman with that camouflage bandana. That is a woman. You know, pardon her for not being able to sew on her edges and throw in her weave, but that's what often, you know, many of our women look like. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. But how nasty. I'm talking about how nasty do you gotta be to sit up there and look at your dog rip the arms and the legs off of another bitch? That right there, that's a bitch from hell right there, dog. That's a bitch from the pit of hell. And just like a white person getting bombed by the Iranian missiles, she just can't figure out why it is she winds up the victim of violence sometimes. What if the girl's brother saw his sister being attacked by your dogs? Is everybody going to scream femicide when he approach you and handle business for what you doing to his sister? Yeah, let's just chalk it up under femicide. And you know what? It happened for no reason. You see that girl down there to the left? Now, I know you've been looking at it the entire time. Imagine your sisters out there screaming, the black woman, the black woman, the black sisterhood, and women are veiling, and that girl was beat and left for dead. She ain't nothing but like 19 or 20. Almost a kid, you know. I'll give it to her. She's a young lady. She's not really a girl. She's a young lady. But a lot of people would say girl, being that she ain't old enough to drink. A black female beat her. Just about dead. She was barely alive when they got her to the hospital. Barely. Barely. Hanging on to life by a thread. She flatlined several times. And just to show you how little of a shit that a bitch give, man, look here. A black woman jump on the internet and lie about a black man hitting her in the face with a damn glass and gets $40,000. But you know what? My fellow black woman who got assaulted and damn near taken out by another black woman, you bitch, you can get $175. Girls, we didn't see that. Let's keep it pushing. And when it comes down to it, I got a message for all you white men. She's gonna get that reproductive juice out of you by any means possible. I wouldn't give a damn if you was old and down there at that nursing home, nigga. She gonna get that reproductive juice out of you. Hell, she done threw in her hat to the white boys, and apparently they just won't pound her. I mean, none of you like white dudes in your 20s and 30s, y'all couldn't just bend this girl over and give her a mixed baby. I'm talking about the white boys got black females down there at the nursing home graping. And have you ever heard of a woman graping a man? You know, old dude like down there like, ugh, get your ass off me. Hell, you would think a 70, 80 something year old man would like some 20 or 30 something year old wet. You know, old dude like, you know, shouting, get off me. You know? But, yeah, man, there's, look, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to all the black women that done died at the hands of any man, black, white, or whoever. But I just want to bring some examples, and I'm going to keep this going. Nigga, I'm going to keep this going right here. For as long as a motherfucker is screaming femicide, you don't think that y'all don't be out there putting yourself in crazy situations? Like, straight up. Like, what if the girl down bottom knew how to defend herself? What if other people started back firing at you while y'all out there at a gas station pew-pewing at random? And like I said, what if that woman would have bought her a pew pew and defended herself against you and your dogs? But unfortunately, she didn't have one. So you just imagine. I mean, I know it's a nightmarish vision, but try to imagine sitting up there looking at a dog rip the limbs, and how nasty. And then somebody that knows how to make a dog that mean, I'm gonna straight up tell you, that's a mean ass demonic woman, her goddamn self. She sits back there chopping up red pepper and mixing it with gunpowder and feeding it to her dog. Make them motherfuckers mean and nasty. And no, this female wasn't doing nothing to her. I don't think they hardly knew each other. Anyways, femicide. I'm out.